with the best hearts meet the worst type of men. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Women with the best hearts meet the worst type of men. What does that even mean? Now, let's talk about this. Everybody meets everybody. Everybody meets high vibrational, low vibrational, terrible vibrational. Everyone meets good people, as you call them, bad people, indifferent people. Everybody meets them. It's not just good women or good men that meets bad people. The question is, why are you drawn to those people? Why are you attracted to them? Because here's the deal, we attract everyone. But why are you attracted to them? Why are you giving them that extra energy? Why are you giving them that extra? Here's the thing, there is no good woman or bad woman. See, that good heart that you're speaking about is firing bad energy. That good heart, it's not really a good heart. That good heart is not open. That good heart is not peaceful. That good heart don't fire out pure love. See, sometimes people meet people that they want to fix, so that when they fix that person, then they deserve, or they feel like they deserve that love from that person. That's when they feel relevant. That's when they can feel, okay, now I deserve that person. See, the person who already come complete, you can't afford them. You don't want them because you feel like you probably won't even notice me. You probably won't give me no mind. You probably have all these other women, all these other men. You don't want those people. So you focus on the ones who you believe that you can fix. Good women, women with good hearts meet the worst men. Listen, if you have two people, two women, one who considers themselves good and the other that's considered bad. If the good woman does the wrong things, does they get the right results? If the bad woman does the right things, does it get the wrong results? Nobody cares about how you identify yourself. Nobody cares. If your heart is firing love, trust, discipline, and respect, you're going to choose people who bring that same value to you. If your heart is firing insecurity, resentment, fear, and all those low vibrational stuff, no matter what your intentions are, if that's what your heart is firing, that's what you're going to meet. You think you are a good woman, so you meet the worst men. No, it's not about good. I don't care how good you are. If you're doing the wrong things, you get the wrong results. Period. Can you imagine somebody who plays spades, who is the best spade player? When he does the wrong things, you think he still wins? He doesn't. You do the wrong things, you get the wrong results. I don't care who you are. See, God is not a respecter of person. He don't say, well, because you think that you are good, I will only give you, no, you got to do things that brings things. What goes out must come back. A lot of your hearts are firing trash. See, the heart fires energy. If your heart and your mind fires the energy when they come together, that insecurity, that fear, love, those resentments, you only connect to those who carry that same vibration. So the term or the phrase, women with the best hearts meet the worst men, it's ridiculous. It goes for men and women. That's like they say, nice men finish last. If you're doing the wrong things, I don't care what you consider yourself to be, good or bad. So we got to stop with these things. There are things that you must do, like discipline. You must become disciplined. If you ain't disciplined, you always focus on your feelings. See, some of you all only focus on your feelings. Your feelings cannot dictate what happens. Your feelings don't make you make better decisions. Your feelings don't end up in places where you love. It has to be disciplined. You have to go with what you know. Some of you all see red flags all this damn for years. You've seen the same red flags, but you just refuse to accept them. You refuse to because you have a good heart. Listen, the reason why you have discipline is to protect your good heart. The reason why you set boundaries is to protect your good heart. Is to keep the one that respects you in and to release the ones who doesn't respect you out. I don't care how good your heart is. If you don't set boundaries and you keep those ones, those energies that consume yours, right? Those energies that eat yours up. If you don't set boundaries and you keep those in, then what do you think happens? That good heart changes, don't it? You got to ask yourself, why am I attracting these men? No matter what heart you have. Why are you attracting these men? Why are you attracting these women? Your heart is not about your heart. It's about your choices. It's about you are choosing somebody to make you feel what you feel on the inside. You know, the person that you direct your love to, you know what happens? That is your reflection. That's the person who reflects to you how you feel about yourself. The person that you choose in life to be with, to sleep with, that's the person who reflects you, how you feel about yourself. Because they give you exactly what you give to yourself. See, if a person on the outside is giving you something different than what you are giving to yourself, it causes conflicts. You can't stay. If a person is giving to you from the outside that you are giving to yourself, you don't like it still, don't you? You still don't like it, but you can't leave. Because that's what you give to yourself. You give yourself all this worrying, all this stress, all this drama, all this pain in your mind. You can't rest. You can't find peace. You can't find love. You can't find trust because you're feeding yourself those things. So, of course, you're going to naturally go outside to find the same experience. That's why you can't leave. That's why after years and years of the abuse that they give to you, you can't leave because it is years and years of the abuse that you give to yourself. That's why you can't leave yourself. Until you leave yourself and elevate to a higher frequency, that man or that woman will have to remain that same person. You can't change them out. You're going to always go back. You leave and you come back. Just like how some days you're happy and some days you're at peace and some days you just go down. And when you go down, you go back to the same person. It's your emotions that are tied to those energies. Those trauma that you haven't healed yet. Those traumas that every time you remember those traumas, the emotion stays. See, some of you all have, yes, I ain't gonna lie, what you consider a good heart. Some of you all mean well. Some of you all really want to love. But let me tell you this. Based on the trauma that you have experienced back in the days, those emotions that's from that trauma you are holding on to. Once you hold on to the emotions based on the trauma, because emotions are bound to your trauma. Emotions are tied to what you experience. So once you are feeding those experiences in your emotions, what happens is that you attract the same person, the same energy from the other person. So yes, you want to do good, but you are experiencing energy and that low vibration from your trauma. If you feel that energy, then you're going to attract that energy. Remember, you get what you feel. You don't get what you want. You attract what you feel. You get what you feel that you deserve. And your feelings are your frequency. Your feelings is how you relate to the universe. How you feel is what you get back. So if you haven't healed those feelings, change those emotions that breaks the tie to that trauma. Because once you keep having those emotions, you're going to keep having that trauma. Because again, your emotions is your bridge to your trauma. Between me and that trauma that happened 28 years ago, if I hold the same emotions, I keep that trauma there. The trauma is in my mind, is in my body. If I change my emotional response, then the trauma doesn't exist anymore because it hasn't existed for many years, but it's the emotional response that you are responding with that exists. So if I change my energy, if I change my feelings, if I change my emotions, then I will change my future. I will create the future that I want. So therefore, I will change the people in my life. Do you understand? So you can call it the woman with the best hearts attract the most men, but that's you not taking accountability for what you are attracting or for what you are drawn to or for what you are attracted to. Is you not taking accountability for how you feel about yourself? Is you not taking accountability for your healing? Is you not taking accountability for the work that must be done, for discipline? See, discipline states, if I know something, I must do it. Not if I feel something. See, some of you all are basing your decisions on a feeling. Discipline states, love states, if I know better, I do better. And when I know better, that's all I do. That's all I care to do. No matter what I feel is irrelevant. If I'm with someone and somebody is disrespecting me and treating me bad, and I know for a fact this is not what love feels like, I don't care how much I love her, I must break free. I must come back to a place where I love myself. And I speak to myself in that way. See, when you love yourself, the way you speak to yourself is deep. The way you think about yourself is deep. The things that you do changes. Your experiences changes. You choose differently. You feel different. So when that other love that on the outside, when the other person talking about they love you, but yet their feelings are off because what you do to yourself and what they do to you and with you, it doesn't match, you have to release that. Some of you can't release that because you don't do any better with yourself and to yourself and for yourself and with yourself. You don't do any better. So that's why you know it sucks. Like for instance, you can't sleep at night and you overthink. You know it sucks. You hate it, but can you stop? No, you can't stop. The way you look at yourself and criticize your body and you judge your body for looking the way it looks and you hate it, yet you can't stop, can you? You got to keep being in the body. So when somebody from the outside come in and treat you the same way, you can't leave them because it's the same, it's the same inconsistency. It's the same vibration. It's not because you have a good heart that you attract the shitty people. It's because you have bad discipline. You have bad practices and you haven't break those emotional ties to that trauma. You got to practice feeling differently. You got to practice thinking differently. And you got to practice your emotions or having different emotions so that you can elevate your consciousness so that you won't need the validation from the outside. That inconsistency that you have within yourself will change. You will become, see, when you become consistent and committed to you, you will find that person on the outside that matches that same frequency. And if it doesn't match, you know, I can't keep you. I don't care what I feel. I don't care what I feel for you. I don't care how long it's been. It's called discipline. I hope you get what I'm saying. See, we got to start being accountable for what we have or for what we choose. You know, if your son brings somebody in your house and that boy or that child breaks something in your house, who do you hold responsible? Your son, because he allowed them in your house. So when you allow somebody in your life and they come in and they break all this stuff up, you have to take accountability for who you allowed. You have to vet people. And you know how you vet people? You have to empty yourself. Because to learn people, you must learn yourself. To understand people, you must understand yourself. And to know people, you must know thyself. Because you can only experience people within you. You can only know them within you. You can only see them within you. You can only hear them within you. And if you are all over the place within you, if you are all insecure, anxious, depressed, and all that stuff, that's all you're going to hear. So you don't know if it's them or you. You will never know until you fix yourself. That's why. So you think women with the best hearts meet the worst men is not true. That's a way to be unaccountable for your own sins, for your own issues. And until you become accountable, you will always attract the same shitty men / shitty women. It's not just women. Men do it too. It's not women that's victims. See, stop being a victim. Fix yourself. And I know my videos seems or sounds like I'm just bashing or I don't understand. I understand. I get it. I had to fix myself too. I had to understand that within me. I was not a victim. Life don't create victims. Life creates whatever that you want to be. Whatever you want to be is what you stay. Take accountability for what you attract and what you bring into your life. Sometimes you can't help who you attract, but you can help who you entertain. Why are you entertaining those losers? Why? Answer the question. Why? Because they lied to you? Because you didn't know better? Yeah, you know better. You know, we all know better. Let me tell you why. There's this thing within us. There's this thing in our bodies and our spirits. There's this thing that doesn't rest until it finds the truth. There's this thing that what you might call it God or the creator. That when something don't feel right, don't sound right, don't add up, something is missing. We know the truth. We always know the truth. We just don't really want to know it. We rather feel. We rather have the feeling that feels familiar. See, everybody is focused on the familiar feeling, the feeling that they know from before, even though it doesn't work tomorrow and it doesn't work today, but it's familiar. Nobody wants to be in an unknown place. Hey, learn. It's time to learn. It's time to step up your game. Don't complain. Don't be a victim. And I know many people are going to comment on my videos and say, well, you know what? It's, you know, he lied. What if he's a narcissist? What if he lied to me all these years? What if he's been lying for so long? What if he's been lying for so long and I just found out? Well, you found out now. What are you doing? Even if that's the case, you found out now. Now what? What are you going to do? Are you going to still complain or are you going to move? Because you have a choice. If I talk to you for 4 months, and then I realize that you were married or you with someone or you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever the case is. Now that I know the truth, now what? Are you going to stay and say, well, I can't leave because my feelings are too strong? Well, I'm stuck because my feelings are too strong? When I feel, no, you're not. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. That's where the discipline comes in. Don't be a victim. You're not a victim. You got to set yourself free because you're an adult. That's what adults do. They set themselves free. And until you learn to do that, you're going to always be a victim to everybody's problems, to everybody's drama, to every insecurity that exists. Until you become grown and begin to make decisions based on facts, you will always be a victim of what everybody thinks or feels or opinion. You're going to always be a victim to your feelings. Okay? So it's not the woman with the best hearts that meets everybody meets people who are shitty. Everybody. Whether you're a good or a bad woman. Whether you're indifferent, whether you are high quality, low quality, high standard, low standards, high vibrational, low vibrational. We meet every single thing. But the thing is, somebody who is high frequency, we don't entertain those people who are low frequency. I don't care how good they look. I don't care what they come with. Somebody who is high frequency, who walks in that place, who walks in that light, they recognize light. They're not fooled by light. They recognize light. If you don't, until you learn to recognize, because you only recognize what's inside of you. If you are lied to, it's because you still can't, it's still not inside of you. To know something is to recognize something. But to recognize it, it must be within you first. I'm just saying. Your heart is firing the wrong things. Insecurities, pain, trauma. It's not firing love. It's not firing peace, because that don't look like love. It doesn't look peaceful. It doesn't look trustworthy. So therefore, I don't know what it's firing. It's off. It's misfiring. Some of your heart's been misfiring this all time, and you think that I have a good heart. That thing been misfiring. You have good intentions, but it doesn't mean that your heart is functional. I hope you get what I'm saying. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Make sure you comment, share, and like. I want to start bringing these videos on a regular basis so that this type of truth can be spread, because I think we blame each other too much. And I think we're fighting each other so much that we are dysfunctional. We are a dysfunctional community. My videos, I take my knowledge and I take the problems and I give it back to you so that you can see what you contribute to your own hurt. Sometimes you have to know what you contribute to your own pain. Until you become and understand that, then you're going to always suffer. When you see what you contribute to your own pain, you learn